Hi, YouTube family. Welcome to Happy Crappy Recap. Today, our topic is Should You Warn the New Supply? That was on our live stream earlier, and right now we're doing a quick recap for those who cannot watch the whole live stream. It was still a fairly short live stream, so if you want to watch that, it's about 39 minutes long, I think. It will give you a little bit more information, but what I want to give you in the recap are the highlights and maybe a couple of things that were not covered in the live stream. So, a lot of times people are wondering and feeling tempted to warn the new supply because you cannot bear to see this happen again to somebody else. And also, you don't feel that the narcissist should be rewarded with a new relationship where they're just going to do the same thing again. But here's the deal, if you are tempted to tell the new supply and somehow you do have access to the new supply, or the new supply calls you and wants to know what your experience is, be careful. Do not get too excited and too thrilled. And you know how you could be really happy that someone just wants to hear your side, especially the new supply may want to hear your side of the story. Now, that rarely happens, but when it does, it's likely because the new supply is going through a rough time with the narcissist and wants to be validated themselves, right? But the problem there is if they're still with the narcissist, they are still under the spell. So as soon as they get validated that the narcissist treated you badly, they may go back under the spell and believe that they are so special and they're so different from you that what they're going through is going to be successful even though yours failed, because they're going to see that they are the special link or a different variety or a different person than you. So it's going to somehow be successful. The relationship is somehow going to be successful with them. And another warning is that they will also bring whatever you say to them to the narcissist, whether it's to throw you under the bus or it's simply to validate to the narcissist that they are going through the same thing the narcissist put you through. Now, this will work against you either way, because now the narcissist is going to attack you for telling the new supply for anything at all that hurts their relationship. Now, also another warning is that the new supply may come back under the spell of the narcissist. The narcissist may give them excuses for why things happened the way they did with you, but how things are going to be so different with the new supply, and that the new supply is really the soulmate and you were never the soulmate and you were the villain. And and they'll even tell the new supply, you're not the villain, but my ex was the villain. So you have to be very careful with that. My advice is, if you do share anything with the new supply, make sure you are only sharing the things you are comfortable sharing with a total stranger. And not only that, but possibly sharing with someone who could be a double agent. So whatever you share with them, be comfortable with, okay, I shared the facts, I shared the truth. I didn't get into very deep personal information. I didn't get into the private stuff that, lurid details of what happened in the bedroom or in your financial situation with the narcissist. You don't have to go into incredible detail, but you can be comfortable letting them know, yes, certain abuses happened, certain cheating happened, you called it out, it ended. You don't have to go into an incredible amount of detail. Another bit of advice is, if you do talk to the new supply and you try to warn them, you have to be calm and confident. You cannot go to them with hysteria, anger, frustration, resentment, or you cannot go there like that, because if you do, you're going to come off looking like a crazy person, and you don't want to do that. People do not listen to people who appear to be crazy or crazed, right? So be careful of that. Don't get um, too excited. That's my main point here. It's always great to be able to share stories and compare notes and realize you were not crazy, and that other supply are going through the same thing you went through. It's almost exhilarating to be asked, to give your side of the story. But don't get wrapped up into all of that excitement. Keep your head calm, state the facts, let them know what happened, and that, you don't want to get involved anymore. You hold no strings or anything more with to the narcissist. You're no longer tied to them, and you want to let things go. You want to let go. You can give the new supply advice, be careful of this, be careful of that. And the sad thing is, even if you ask them not to tell the narcissist what you shared, you have to be aware they are more loyal to the narcissist than they are to you. So they're not going to keep some promise, some flimsy agreement they made with you. They would rather share it with someone they feel that they are in love with. So that's why I'm giving this warning. Should you warn the new supply? I know we're tempted to do it. The quick and easy answer, a lot of people would not do that, would not warn the new supply, because it's like you're putting a big target back on yourself. Another thing is, you should not be reaching out to new supply unless you know like there's some major abuse that's about to happen. You might want to give a little warning. But if a lot of times what will happen is you're going to be pitted as the crazy, insane, abusive, nutty one. And they will not know that you're not. The only thing that you can do is not act like an insane, crazy person, right? You cannot fall for that. You cannot let your emotions get out of hand. You have to stay in control and have a calm voice when you're talking about what happened. And also, don't get into the lurid details. Well, that is the recap, you guys. Be careful of sharing your information with the new supply. The best outlook is at the end. If the new supply had left the narcissist or that had been discarded and they call you, even then we think, oh, maybe it's safer to now share everything with them. But even then, you could be putting yourself at risk, because a lot of times the new supply will be hoovered back. So even though they may be on a break, maybe they had been discarded, maybe the narcissist has moved on to another new supply, but that ex, the new ex, I guess, will still be hoovered back and could possibly turn on you after that. It has happened before, so be careful again of sharing too much detail, too much information about yourself. But there are instances where people have healed together afterwards and bonded because of the abuse that they endured from the same narcissist, and they were able to help one another continue to heal. So let's hope for the best, but be careful when you share information with the new supply. Well, you guys, blessings to you. I hope this has helped. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to comment in the bottom if you have any questions or enlightenment. I would love to hear them. And once in a while, watch a commercial for me. I appreciate that, and I will talk to you later.